Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm back. It's been a long time since you've seen me, seen us, period. We took a nice break at the end of the year going into the new year, but now we're back. I'm still pregnant, so today's gonna be my final pregnancy update. Fingers crossed. Maybe I'll go into labor in a week or so. If not, maybe I'll make another video to tell y'all what's been going on. Since we've been gone, we've moved, we've been doing some wedding planning. We had our baby shower and took maternity pictures, and we've just been keeping busy and getting prepared and trying to focus for little baby cheekies that's about to pop out and change our lives forever. So yeah, that's why we haven't seen her. So far, this third trimester has been like the most uneventful, yet like still exciting, I guess you could say. And it's been like really physically straining for me compared to the other two. Like, I know I told y'all my first trimester, like I had so much morning sickness and I was tired, like the normal stuff. And then my second trimester, I felt great, like I had all this energy. And then literally when I was like 27 weeks and 3 days, I felt like someone just like knocked the wind out of me, and I was just tired all over again. And I felt bad because I'm like, I just felt so good, like what happened? And so I went back to being like so tired all the time and like moody and cranky, and like the hormones are cranking up again. And my doctor is just like, yep, that's the second wind just leaving your body. And I'm like, okay, great. So we're back to square one. Like, it's been really draining in that sense. And then just a lot of other things happening, like as far as my body getting ready to go into labor. Like, my joints are sore and my pelvis hurts all the time. Like, every morning I wake up, it just feels horrible. And I was concerned at first, but of course I talked to my doctor, and he's just, telling me there's joints down there that you don't usually use, and now you're about to use them. And so they're like really loose, and they're gonna hurt, and they're gonna be achy. So that's been going on for quite some time during this trimester. I've also been getting a lot of Charlie horses. Like, in the middle of the night, I wake up like in pain, and Steven has to like help me because I try to like rub them out or like stretch my leg and it doesn't work, but it's like as soon as he touches it, it goes away. So I've been trying to like take hot showers at night and like stay off my feet when I get home, and like whatever I can do to like help my circulation, but nothing is working because I still get them like almost every night. Sleeping, I stopped sleeping with my pregnancy pillow this trimester. It just wasn't comfortable anymore. It felt like it was more uncomfortable than anything, and like it wasn't helping, and I just couldn't sleep. Like, those nights that I was so tired and restless, I couldn't get any relief with the pillow. So it's been under the bed for about a month and a half now, and I just sleep on my side. It feels much more comfortable than trying to sleep with a pillow or just like some extra support. During week 34, I actually had to go into labor and delivery because I was having like a lot of pelvic pain and cramping. That was right around the time that my pelvis started having those pains, and I wasn't really sure what they were. But then I had some like cramping too. And I think it was a Sunday, that day that we went. It was a Sunday. I was about to take a shower, and I noticed that I had like some fluid or like discharge, for lack of a better word, that wasn't like normal. It was like a large amount. It wasn't normal. And I remember like calling my mom like, so this just came out. What is this? What is this? What do we do? So like, I took a shower and I started reading stuff and like trying not to work myself up. And I said, well, I'll call the on-call doctor to see, what they say. And so when I called, they called me back, and she asked what was going on, and I told her, and it was like her voice went from like calm to panic, which made me go from calm to panic. And she's like, you need to go to labor and delivery right now. Like, what do your cramps feel like? Do they feel like contractions? I'm like, they just feel like cramps. And she's like when you have your period? I was like, I mean, kind of, but they weren't like frequent. So she's like, you need to go to labor and delivery right now. So I immediately like freak out. I just start crying. I'm like, I'm not ready to go. I'm just not ready. Like, I kept saying, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. After all of that, we got there. They checked me in. They checked everything. We were there for about, I want to say like 3 or 4 hours. And they ended up telling me that I was fine. I wasn't in preterm labor. and that I just needed to stay hydrated. The weeks following that, I started increasing my water intake, and I've still been doing that. After that, I didn't have any more complications, you could say, that would like have to make me go to the hospital. Another thing I've noticed during this third trimester is that he is a lot more active. Like, he is just all over the place all the time. Right now he is head down, so he's pretty much in position. He's ready, not really because he's not out, but so he's head down, but I can still feel his kicks and stuff all the time. He does this thing where he like pushes on my diaphragm and it stops me from breathing, and I just have to like sit there for a second and just like wait and let it happen. But he's definitely more active this trimester than he was any of the other ones. Obviously, like, all of his limbs are developed and his brain is really active and stuff, so he's definitely super active baby. And I noticed this trimester too that I could tell when he was sleeping and when he was awake, like on a schedule. If we were visiting like family and friends or anything and they're like, is he awake or is he moving? I'm like, no, he's taking a nap. Like, I could tell what time of the day he was up, when he would be resting. I knew like when he was going to be awake again. So that was something else that I noticed. My acne got worse. I think I told y'all in another video that I never really had acne like as a teen or anything, or maybe I didn't, but if I didn't, I'm gonna tell y'all now. I never really had acne like as a teen. It wasn't something that I had to deal with. I didn't really have acne until I was like 22 maybe, when I like started this new birth control and my face just like exploded, and I was like, I don't know, how do I fix this? And so it took me like some years to get it back together. And then obviously when I got pregnant, it started flaring up again. But this trimester, it's been really bad. It's like every other week there's a new critter on my face, and it's so annoying. I haven't really had any Braxton Hicks that I can notice. One, I don't really know what they feel like. I've just read about them in my books and research or whatever, but I have been crampy. I haven't had any cramps like in my back really. They've all just been in the front, so I haven't had any of those. As far as like cravings and food, I've been eating a lot of Mexican food this third trimester. Like shrimp quesadillas and chicken quesadillas have been like my favorite thing. We've been going to the same Mexican spot for like the last 2 months. We've probably been like 5 or 6 times, sadly, but it's so good. But like, I don't know, that's just what I've been wanting. And cereal, I've been eating a lot of Frosted Flakes. Like when I get home from work, that's just something that I want. I just want some Frosted Flakes, so I'll eat a bowl of those. But I can't think of anything else other than, you know, the stuff I had before with like burgers or ice cream. Like, that stuff kind of stayed constant, but the new things I noticed was definitely like the Mexican and the cereal. I haven't had any more morning sickness since the end of my second trimester. I can't think of any other things that happened for the third trimester. Like I said at the beginning, like, it's been so uneventful yet exciting at the same time, because we're almost there and it's almost the end, and I've just been doing a lot of nesting and like preparation. Like, one day I just had like this burst of energy and I just washed all his clothes and like folded everything and hung stuff up, and Steven's like, does this make you happy? I'm like, yes, I'm really happy. Like, this makes me feel good. So I'm definitely ready for him to come. I'm excited to meet him, and I'm anxious, and just a lot of emotions. I have a lot of emotions. I've already packed my hospital bag. I've packed his bag. Like, I'm just ready. I'm really happy that it's almost time, because I'm tired. Like, I've told y'all I was like so optimistic this whole entire time and like this process, and I finally kind of feel like what people are saying when they're like, I'm tired of being pregnant. Like, I'm kind of at that point, even though I know I only have like a week and a half left to my due date. I'm kind of at that point where I'm like, all right, so where are you coming out now or later? Because I'm really ready right now. So yeah, it's been a beautiful, wonderful experience, this first pregnancy, and hopefully if I have another child in the future or have more children in the future, then the experience will be just like this one. But even if it's not, I'll take it in. But you know, I'm definitely thankful for having a beautiful and healthy pregnancy. So, questions from Instagram. Did you continue to exercise throughout your pregnancy? Nope, sure didn't. I had every intention of doing that, but it's just one of those things that like didn't happen. Like I really wanted to be that cute pregnant woman at the gym and, you know, just showing all my workouts, but I just didn't do it. At first it was like I had reservations because I was afraid to strain myself or hurt myself. But then once my doctor told me like it's fine, just like continue your normal activity, I still didn't go and do it. I did do yoga, but I didn't keep up with that, but that was a really nice workout. I think that because I was so like fit before, that kind of helped with everything else. I didn't do anything. I literally was just living my life normally my whole entire pregnancy. I don't know how my body ended up this way, but yeah, no, I didn't work out at all. Do you have a birth plan that you would like to stick to? Yes, I plan on delivering naturally. I know I told y'all in my first update video that I really wanted to take in everything that was happening in this process with my body and just like be informed and know what was happening, and I meant that, and I feel like I did stick to that throughout my pregnancy, but I also want to carry that into when I go into labor as well. So I'll be delivering naturally, God willing, nothing goes wrong, and I've talked to my doctor about that and he knows what my plans are, but obviously if there's any interventions that have to happen, then they'll do that. But I'm really looking forward to experiencing that and seeing like how my body responds to it and how I respond to it. And I've been trying to get prepared and like read on like fear releasing techniques and things like that, that'll help me, you know, get through my natural birth. Do you have any fears about delivering? Have you packed? Yes, I do have fears. I don't have like specific fear, or so like fear of the unknown. I don't know if I want to call it fear. I'm just like nervous and kind of anxious because I've never done this before and I don't know how I will respond to it. I watched my best friend give birth, and so I've seen it happen, but I haven't done it, so it's going to be interesting to actually go through it. And yes, I've packed. I think I mentioned that already. I'll do a separate video about what I've packed in my bag and what I packed in his bag. I just like to be prepared, and I want to make sure I'm ready to go when the time is right. Will there be a labor and delivery vlog? We're gonna try. It's gonna be a lot going on that day, I'm sure, just like from excitement and being in the moment. And we really like slacked off when we took our break, so we'll try to hop back in and there might be a video for y'all to see. What's your favorite baby item that you've received? All of them. I love everything. His diaper bag is one of my favorites. Our travel system, we got the Pivot modular system from Evenflow. It's available at Target and Bye Bye Baby and probably anywhere online. It's really nice. It has the infant seat, the bassinet, and the toddler seat too. So we'll be using it for a really long time. It's one of my favorites. His crib, his bassinet, all of his clothes, or just everything. Like I really like everything that we've gotten. Do you plan on breastfeeding or bottle feeding? I'm preparing to breastfeed. Hopefully it goes well. You know, sometimes all women aren't able to breastfeed, which is totally fine, but I have my breast pump. I got the Medela pump. I don't have it with me to show y'all. I can show it in my other video when I show our bags, but I have the Medela breast pump and the bottle sets that go with that. So I'm definitely preparing myself to breastfeed, and if it doesn't go well, then we'll switch to formula. But he'll be using bottles too, even if I breastfeed. Do you feel prepared for delivery and or postpartum? I feel like I am prepared, as I'm going to be going into something that I've never done before. And I say that meaning like I am just gonna go into it like with a positive attitude and just like try to have a clear head and a good mindset to just get me through it, not knowing what it's gonna be. I don't feel like you can be in all the reading, all the research, all the whatever you want to do. It can prepare you as much as you would like for it to, but ultimately like your body and the baby are the only thing like in control that day. So I feel like I'm as prepared as I'm going to be for postpartum too. Like I know that my body has been through a lot these last 38 to 39 weeks, and it's not gonna just go right back to how it was before. And so I'm prepared to just, you know, be positive about that and not be too hard on myself when it comes to that. Even though, you know, I gotta look bomb at this wedding, you know, like I'm just gonna just approach it with like a positive attitude and try not to put myself into a hole looking in the mirror every single day or getting frustrated because the baby won't stop crying or whatever. Like I'm just gonna try to approach everything with a nice positive attitude. 5 tips for your first pregnancy and what were the highlights of your pregnancy. Ooh, 5 tips for your first pregnancy. Well, if you haven't already, make sure you watch my Bump Besties video. We did some questions in there, some Q&A, and we gave like 5 tips to surviving pregnancy in there. We were joking, but we were also very serious. So make sure you watch that because there's some tips in there. But other than that, I would say take it all in. You know, just like enjoy the whole experience, no matter how awful it gets at times. Stuff I didn't share in this video because it was too much, but those were the times where I really felt tested. So just try to take it all in and remember like what comes at the end of it. Number 2, do your research. Like it's okay to like look things up and ask questions if you don't know what's going on because it's new for you, and you know it's okay to not know, and it's okay to ask questions. Number 3, stay off of social media while you're pregnant. Don't compare yourself to like other women on the internet when you're pregnant because it's just gonna make you feel bad. Like do what you want to do and live your pregnancy or enjoy your pregnancy how you want to enjoy it for yourself. Being a mom and how you want to be a mom and how you want to go through your pregnancy will come to you naturally. Everybody's different, so you're not going to be like everybody that you see, and you should just not compare yourself to them. It's okay to be over-prepared, but don't drive yourself crazy like me. Because I am a person that likes to be prepared so much that I like make all these plans, and then if I don't execute those plans, then I get frustrated. Get prepared however you want, but just don't put too much pressure on yourself because it's a lot going on and you have a lot to do and a lot to get prepared for. So, you know, if you want to make a list of things that you want to accomplish the next 9 to 10 months, then do that. But if you don't do some of them, just know that it's okay. Number 5, don't let outside opinions affect you too much during your pregnancy. Everybody's going to want to give you advice about what you should do while you're pregnant. Everybody's going to want to have an opinion about however you want to deliver, if you want to do naturally, if you want to do an epidural, if you want this involved, if you want that involved. It doesn't matter. Listen to your doctor, read a good book, whatever. That's it. That's all. So, highlights from my pregnancy. There's so much that happened. But definitely finding out, telling our family and friends, the first ultrasound, finding out the gender, feeling him kick for the first time, not having any more morning sickness. That was a highlight. I don't know. Everything was great. That's my highlight. Having a beautiful pregnancy. Boom. I don't know. All right, last question. What is the craziest way you've noticed your body change? Ooh. I did start to notice like my breasts changing before anything else, and I was like, whoa, when did that happen? Like, this is crazy. So definitely that. But I'll say all of the physical things that I've noticed this 3rd trimester has probably been the craziest. Trying to walk up the stairs and not being able to do that without being like, oh my god, my pelvis is about to shatter. So that's probably been the craziest feeling, because that's a feeling like I can't really describe. It just happens and it hits me and I just have to stop and give myself a second and keep going. So I'm gonna show you guys my belly, and then that'll be the rest of the video. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it's the last update. If not, I'll be back in a week or so with another one to let y'all know if I'm still pregnant or not. And if you don't see me, that means I went into labor, and y'all will meet little cheekies soon. So see y'all in the next video. Bye.